Hello, hello, hello. Yes, actually, this countdown's a little bit late, considering that I've actually got a notification at the top of my screen in my StreamYard that I should be going live in about a minute. I've got 2 minutes here. We'll get 2 minutes to let people kind of get themselves settled. Welcome along to Talking Con. One day to go, because it hasn't started yet. We're not there yet. It is, of course, preview night. So it's day 0, really. And yeah, I'm just kind of taking in all of everyone's absolute joy at being at San Diego, and really kind of, yeah, really enjoying it by the look. In fact, we've already got somebody who's doing his best to join us on rather crappy Wi-Fi. I'm very tempted to just dive in and forget doing the end credits and just dive in. I think I will. I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to change this text to say it is one day in big letters on the screen, like so. Hopefully, come on, change it. No. And then I'm just going to bring myself into the screen and welcome everyone along. Hello, Talking Con, cup of tea, Englishman from San Diego. It's a bit hectic, but that's because it's preview night. Everyone's all kind of like lined up and getting ready to go. In fact, we've got somebody who's lined up already.
Hey, Leonard.
Hello there, sir. How are you, sir? Oh, hang on a second. I've just realised something. Hang on. Hang on. I can't hear you. And there's a reason.
Oh, try to mute me already, huh?
And I know why as well. 1 second. Now try.
Any better? Can you hear me now?
How you doing, Chris?
Doing well,
I can hear
doing
you
well.
now, yes. Yes, it's because the camera decides that it wants to be the speaker when it doesn't actually have a speaker to work with. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that pish. How the devil are you, sir?
Doing well, doing well.
Perfect.
Problems this morning, we're doing well.
Doing well from the convention center. Just a quick introduction for everybody. By the way, this is Chris Haggish, who is of the Friends of Comic-Con forum and also a esteemed convention attendee at San Diego Comic-Con. Multiple years. How many years is this now for you?
Somewhere between 15 and 20.
Have you worked it out? Wow. Okay. The man knows his onions. He knows what he's talking about. Excellent stuff. Well, I mean, it was yourself that shared the photos of you getting in. I mean, how painful was that lineup setup? Was it better than usual? Was it nice and smooth? How was it to get in the building?
Getting in, very easy. There was a problem with the outside queue this year. They have us lining up, and half of the normal next day queue is taken up with tents meant for the security staff.
Right. I also saw that additional tent as well that they've got bolted onto this side of the whole hedge, or the tent lines now, which does seem rather permanent. Is it a case of security? Are they going to basically just keep an eye on the lines? Is that their intention?
They seem to imply with the amount of tables and people that they were there that they're using it as a break area. They were trying to let people come in and have air conditioning and cool down. California recently changed some laws referring to how healthy workers have to be treated and their breaks and the safety that they're provided.
Right. Okay. I mean, it's something we're obviously going to have to keep an eye on. But I mean, if anything, if it makes life a little bit more secure for those lines, if it makes life easier to get in and out, if it makes life easier, I mean, certainly if it makes life easier for those that are planning on sneaking into the line and doing the whole line jumping nonsense, at least they've got somebody who's going to keep an eye on it. But it depends how long it's manned. And whether it's manned throughout the night, of course. So, no, very, very curious.
I mean, happy and healthy security are always
looking like? What's the energy in sales today?
Surprisingly, very happy, very full right now. But there is one problem I'm having reported from friends. They're denying next day badge pickup for the entire day today.
Really?
Yeah.
How bizarre.
Yeah, I got friends right now fighting with management trying to figure out what's going on, but they're being denied access.
So how on earth was that going to work?
Normally, you come after 3 o'clock, you can get your next day badge.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. But anyone for today is being let in. They have no problem with that. But if you're picking up for the following day, you're out of luck today.
How utterly bizarre. Well, okay. I mean, hopefully that gets resolved, because that is something that does need to get looked at. I mean, what's it looking like for yourself in terms of what you're aiming for? Is there any particular
very good
booth that you're going to be making a beeline for?
Yesterday's, we're definitely making a beeline for yesterday's. They're going to have a bunch of pins that we're after. The shirts are looking pretty nice this year. And believe it or not, we're actually going to stop by the public libraries.
We're going to talk about yesterday's when we're done with yourself.
Very good.
Really? There's some very good stuff going on in that building this year. Some very good stuff indeed.
Was there anything that you saw looking at the website?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not going to hold you up, because there's a fair few. I mean, certainly that Fantastic Four looks very, very cool. They've gone all out on that footprint. They're looking very good. To be honest, the offsites are looking absolutely stellar this year. I mean, they've really gone all out with the promotion outside of the convention center, which I find interesting. So, very curious to see how that works out. What else was I going to say to you? Just enjoy yourself, because I know that you're lining up now. I want you to get back into your line and get yourself nicely settled for that. Before I let you go, though, what was the mood in the room when you all kind of got into sales and all nicely settled and the fire alarm went off? What was the mood in the room?
Everyone looked up and said, "We do not speak Charlie Brown, because all you can hear is want, fire, want, fire, evacuate."
At which point you went, "Me no comprende, me staying right here."
Yep.
Fair enough.
Security eventually came around. They said, "Don't worry about it. We're fine." And then I immediately went over to the friends of CC and said, "Hey, if anyone had fire alarm on your bingo, go for it."
Well, I mean, I think it was yourself that said, "Yeah, just probably some damn fool vaping in the toilets."
There's so many signs up reminding me not to.
What can you do with them, man? What can you do with them? Unreal. Listen, I'm going to miss you guys. I hope you have a fantastic week and a great convention. Chris, thank you so much indeed for coming on and talking to us. Really appreciate it. Have yourself a great day, sir.
You too. Have a good one.
Okay. Take care. Look after yourself. Excellent stuff indeed. It's looking good, isn't it? I mean, the thing I'm going to bring up the what was mentioned, which was the this interesting picture that was sent to me by Chris. This is a line that they've or something they've added to the main tent outside, and it looks like they've actually added something down the bottom end as well. So they're kind of like doing some interesting things with the tents this year. So tell you what, let's talk about that and bring it up so we can show you. But they do listen for all of the complaints that we have and all the issues that people have about the tents and how they're all organized and how on earth it's possibly going to work out. They do what they can to kind of improve the situation, because, well, they kind of have to. But yeah, this is so there on the right hand side is the main tent that you would have people lining up. This area here is often saved for the everything else line. So this here is going to be for Hall H from tomorrow or whenever they close today, because at the end of the day, you're not allowed to line up for Hall H until close of play on a preview night. It's a pretty decent room, actually. First thing on Thursday morning is Percy Jackson. So that's going to get up and running. But then it's how this line is going to work. The everything else line is so short this year. Is it literally just that section, Diane? Is it literally just leading back to that back tent? Because I find that fascinating. That if that's what that is, I mean, what is it? Where does it go? What's going on? But this apparently, this tent here is for security, and it looks out over the tents, which means they are keeping an eye on people under the tents this year, allowing them to either allow people into the lines, so like halfway, so there's no kind of jumping underneath tarpaulins or jumping over any kind of fencing. It looks like the fencing as well on the left-hand side, that is just standard fencing. So basically, I think there's this thing, whereas last year they had actual full-blown fencing, holding people in, penning them in to this tented area. I think security a little bit more hands-on this year, and allowing this tent here. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, that's all they've got set up, a zigzag that holds maybe 100, 200 people. That's the everything else line. But then again, it's going to then feed down the front of the convention center, I can only imagine. So that's how it's going to work. But that, I mean, if it works the way I think that they're going to make it work, which is security is going to be more hands-on, have a little bit more of a face-to-face communication with people, so people know what's going on. I think it could work. So I mean, we've seen changes in the past where we've had the security barriers, and I'm sure they're still kicking around. They're down the bottom end. It may even be in the that bottom tent where it's a way that you get scanned in and waved in. But yeah, who knows? We'll keep an eye on what's going on with that. So there we go. Thank you very much indeed to Chris getting that through to us. We'll do what I can to share all the videos and bits and pieces going forward. But might as well give you an update of what's actually going to be happening with this live stream throughout the course of San Diego Comic-Con, because there's a lot going on and we want to make sure that we cover the whole thing. Well, this is what's happening. We're running 2 live streams a day, and we're going to be doing that. So first thing in the morning at 9:30. Doors are supposed to open at 10. So this is going to be like a 20-minute show just to give you an idea of things to look forward to. If you are at San Diego, if you want to spread the word and let everyone know that we're doing this Talking Con, a cup of tea with an Englishman in San Diego, we'll get the cuppa out, a couple of slices of toast at this end, just to kind of break into the morning. It is Good Morning San Diego. Good morning SDCC with an Englishman in San Diego. 9:30. That's going to be on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So from tomorrow, a half-an-hour show, 20 minutes, half-an-hour show, just to start your day and allow you to kind of like ease into things and kind of find out what's happening and the big highlights of the day, and also discuss what happened the night before and the day before. We'll kind of look into the news about preview night, and we'll cover that on tomorrow's show. Good morning, SDCC. Join me with any special guest that I can find as well, talking 9:30 in the morning just to start your day. And then it's SDCC lunchtime, which we're going to do at 1 p.m. Pacific. That's going to, well, this show here. And then we're going to do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 9:30 and 1:30. Oh, 9:30 and 1 o'clock. That's what we're going to do. Good morning, SDCC and SDCC lunchtime with Englishman in San Diego. That is what's going to be happening on this live stream as of tomorrow. As of today, though, plenty of stuff to kind of keep people occupied. And of course, one of the big things that people are heading to, as well as doing the preview night, is heading up to the Comic-Con Museum, because my word, it's a busy old building is the Comic-Con Museum this year. Lots of stuff which people are checking out, including the first big exhibit up there, which is dedicated to Doctor Who. So plenty of things that they've got on exhibit, including from the Christopher Eccleston year all the way back to the original classic era. One or two, well, mostly the newer stuff, because obviously that's going to be the more available props and stuff. But yes, if you are heading up to Balboa Park, check it out throughout the course of your weekend. The other thing that you can't see after the weekend, so see it sooner rather than later, is the other exhibit which they're doing, which is of Star Wars memorabilia, which is part of an auction that is being held up at the Comic-Con Museum. So do go check that out. Let's have a look at this. We've got Dan Berry, who I did mention that we're going to be live, but he's heading to Todd McFarlane because there's things that he's up to. Basically, Dan Berry hopefully will share a whole bunch of pictures of his preview night. But considering that he's got a very busy schedule, so hopefully we'll get him to come on at some point. And then we've got ourselves other people that are exhibiting, including Chris Mays, who's got his stuff up and running for his booth. He's got all of his stuff, which will be available when the doors open. Speaking of which, very quickly to talk about doors open. People are lining up now. You've got the two sets of lines. You've got the one above sales, in the sales pavilion, which heads down pretty much bang into the center of the convention center floor, goes down the escalators, back on itself, and straight onto the floor. But then you've got the other set of lines which feed around the back of the panel rooms above Hall H and Hall G. And that is down the escalators at the far end of the building, above Hall H, down and into Hall G. So that brings you into Artist Alley and Funko at the back end. So there's two ways to get in. The doors opened, like I say, about just after 11 o'clock, and it was pretty smooth to get people into the building where they could then pick up their bags, scan themselves in on the RFID, and either head to the sales seating or the sales lines or the Hall H line. So that's the two areas. But it's when the doors are going to open. Officially, it's 5 o'clock. Or even actually, officially, it's 6 o'clock. But they usually try and get the doors open for everybody. Obviously, they're going to go around all of the booths and say, are you ready for us? Are you ready for these people to come through the door? More than likely, traditionally, it's 4:30. So we're talking, let me just have turn my watch back onto a way I can judge the time. It is now 1:15 in the afternoon. In other words, we're looking at 3 and a bit hours, 3 and a bit hours to go before they open up the doors to allow people in to go in, enter San Diego Comic-Con. Fingers crossed, you'll have a good time and get yourself where you need to go. Again, you can check out other stuff at Chris May's booth, where he's got all of those bits and pieces. Oh, Dan is joining us. Hey, well, let's go straight to that. Now then, Dan, how are you doing, sir?
Look how many, look at all your passes.
Yeah.
Look at this.
I've got 5 total. I'll show you later. Yeah. Hello, guys. Yeah.
Hello. So where are you? Where's this?
This is the McFarlane Toys Showcase.
Which is where?
Basically, him showing off all his products that they'll be selling this year. They have like an arcade setup. There's a giant claw machine, all kinds of stuff.
Well, you could just tell that the man's got more money than sense when he's able to put something up like this on. Of course, he's got some big stuff as well. He's got the Demon Slayer. He's got the Berserker statue. That Berserker, of course, was previewed last year on stage. So, and of course, Spawn, shock, horror, surprise. But yes, there you go. All the stuff from Todd McFarlane and McFarlane Toys. How's your day gone so far, sir?
So far, so good. Been running around like a crazy person.
And that's not going to stop for a few hours, is it?
It is not. Yeah. Until preview night ends, I'm going to be almost nonstop.
Fair enough. Well, don't forget, we are wanting pictures, so you know how to get them shared to the socials. Let's spread the word and see how people are doing. But I mean, this is a really exciting thing for have Todd McFarlane doing this. Is he available? Is he going to be around, or is it more his retail team?
I think his retail team. I don't know if he's going to be here or not, but yeah, you never know.
Fair enough. And of course, all the bloggers and all the figures enthusiasts checking out the bits and pieces.
Yep. And here's some Batman
Excellent
stuff.
stuff. Oh, wow. Okay. Fair enough. Excellent stuff. You've got Diane saying it's not going to stop. Well, he's not going to stop until 5 p.m. on Sunday. Yeah, you're not. Yeah. You're non-stop, aren't you?
It'll stop it for a few hours each night so I can sleep.
Okay. You do actually have a request from Into the Blue Mister. Can you go and have a look at the Superpowers line, please?
Yeah. Where were those? Did I see those here? Yeah. Let me walk around and see if I found a Superpowers line.
You see, this is what this is for.
Yeah. Oh, here's
So here you go. We'll take
Multiverse.
it nice and steady and nice and close. Here we go then. The Superpowers line. This is it for you, Into the Blue Mister. Oh, okay. Hang on. And we'll go full screen for you. There you go. Gold label.
How was that?
Nice, good picture as well. So excellent stuff. But
Cool.
what was the others? Was there any on the left there? What was that all about?
One more time, sorry.
What was that all about? Was there some more on the left-hand side?
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm liking the Kingdom Come stuff. Hey, Paperboy, Superboy. Very nice. It's the Blue Mister says, many thank you. There goes the rest of my disposable income this month. Fantastic. So is this open to the public, or is this press invite only?
Invite only.
Invite only. You see, so everybody watching this, you're getting an exclusive look at the McFarlane Toys range, and of course how they treat their press, which is with distractions and foosballs and pinball tables.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any freebies?
I don't know yet. Here we go.
Just gonna have a look. Ah, the man himself. R.I.P. sir. Yeah, you're gonna have to put some pictures of that up on the socials, mate.
I will be taking pictures and sending those uploads.
Excellent stuff. Cool. Excellent stuff. Hey, listen, thank you so much indeed for that. Much appreciated.
Not a problem.
And I'll let you get off and enjoy. Where are you heading next?
Next is I have to take up a ticket so we have front row access to the Hall H Toxic Avenger panel. And then I will head from there to Paramount Lounge.
Fair enough.
Yes. So I will send photos from Paramount Lounge to you.
Excellent.
Cool. And
then this is the superstar lifestyle that Dan Berry leads.
Yes, from Paramount Lounge, then Ignition Press, and then Comic-Con.
Finally, he'll get there. He'll get there.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. Right, Dan, I will let you get off. Take as many pictures as you possibly can, mate. And enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
Sounds good. Talk to you later.
Take care. Look after yourself. You see, I do like those Ozzy Osbourne figures. Very nice indeed. Obviously, clearly out of his existing range, but it was great to have them front and center. R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne, of course. There we go. Right, so let's go back once again. So we were talking about Chris Mays. You can catch him, of course, at booth 2103, which is the Dial Studios. Slight redesign to the booth as well. So do go check that out. Two other accounts that I want you to just point in your direction. Con Rangers are being a little bit cagey about what they're actually doing this year because they have got some things that they are putting up. They're putting up on Twitter, which, as you know, I am not a fan of. I have created, and did so this morning, a Twitter sock puppet account purely to keep an eye on what people are posting on Twitter and then sharing it to Blue Sky and Threads, the grown-ups table. However, I mentioned this to the Con Rangers and they went, well, we're actually being a little bit playful with our social media. We are doing these. We're doing drops on Twitter, but we're also going to do drops exclusively for Blue Sky. So I might not share them too fast because I want them to get a little bit of traction and see what kind of Blue Sky action they can get. But yes, they are getting some things that they're putting out. For example, they are talking these items, 2 items that are only going to be sold today, which is Survived the Con and Attended Preview Night. 180 of the exclusives on Preview Night, and then we'll have more in stock each day of the con. They're just staggering what they're doing with their releases. That way, it's not so much of a pressure. Everyone's just going to take a little bit more time with it. But there you go. Do head to 1336, of course. Con Rangers, extremely popular on the floor. So limited edition of 750. We've got 180 that's going to be available today. Available at the Hall Open each day, including Preview Night. And if you've been to our booth in previous years, no longer handing out tickets. So it's first come, first served with 2 per person per day, with a separate line for ADA. Come and speak to the Reigns at the checkout. If you know the booth, you know it's a little bit awkward on that corner, but it is well worth checking out. Con Rangers are going to be doing that stuff. And once again, they are doing those drops. They said that they were, is anyone up for some head starts on the drops? They did a drop this morning. It was done to Twitter and Twitter only. I shared it to Threads on Blue Sky, and they said, thanks, but we are actually going to do a Blue Sky exclusive drop as well. So follow them today. That is theconrangers.com on the Blue Sky. So do check that out. And I think they're also on, I don't think they're on Threads. So it is really the that account if you want to go and check it out. And then last but not least was yesterday's. So I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to have to do this from my profile because at the end of the day, yesterday's were being incredibly awkward. They are only posting on Threads at the moment, on Twitter at the moment, which is a real pain in the ass. But it does mean that I'm going to share as much as I can from the yesterday account because, well, if they're not going to share it, that's what I'm going to do. But they have talked about a pin that they are releasing for those people that aren't being able to make it to San Diego Con this year. And it is a 2025 online only heart pin. And it's I Miss the Carpet. That is going to be there online. And it's going to be available on the yesterday's co.com account. So you'll be able to order that, I believe, from the moment that the convention closes. But that is going to be their Comic-Con 2025 online exclusive only pin. Right. And I think that's about me. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. It's going to be short, sweet kind of things to kind of get you geared up for your day, things that you might want to just check out on the convention floor. Also, just kind of see what's going on around the convention. Certainly the updates and highlights of the night before. 2 shows, like I say, which we're going to do throughout the course of the weekend. So please do join us for breakfast, San Diego Comic-Con breakfast. Good morning, SDCC is the name of the show that we're going to do. And you'll be able to join us from 9:30 in the morning Pacific for that. And then at 1 o'clock Pacific, it's highlights of the morning, highlights of a little bit more of a deep dive into what happened the day before, and also where we are with the lines and what's going on with the convention and where things are kind of maybe hiccuping and where things are going a little nicely smooth. We'll give you an update of what's happening and where the best way to get into rooms and how the rooms are doing at the midway point of the convention, 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So good morning, SDCC, your morning start, and then SDCC lunchtime with an Englishman in San Diego. That is 9:30 in the morning and 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And that's us. Thank you very much indeed for your company today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Preview night is up and running. We are still sharing as much as we possibly can on our socials. We've got a way that we share to both Threads and Blue Sky, so whichever your platform is, that's where we're posting to. But of course, apparently you can get notifications with Threads, but I found it a lot easier with Blue Sky. Just go to the concollective.bluesky.social. Go to the top of the homepage for the Convention Collective on Blue Sky and hit the bell for notifications. And every time we post, you'll be able to see what's going on. If we are doing a drop for the Con Rangers and for yesterday's, you'll get that first. But we'll also post updates for lines, how things are going, and how preview night is going for this year. So that's what we're up to. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your con. And yes, day one is tomorrow, proper Thursday. And let's see how things go. We'll also do our best later on today as well. Once the preview night has finished, where we're looking at lines, especially when first panel up is Percy Jackson, of course. Whole bunch of really good panels in Hall H and Indigo and Ballroom 20. We'll keep an eye on those lines and share as much as we possibly can. Take care. Hopefully you'll spread the word as well. Talking Con, a cup of tea with Englishman in San Diego. Let everyone know that this is what we're doing. Good morning, SDCC, and SDCC lunchtime. Hopefully you can join us for that. We'll see you soon. Enjoy the rest of your show. And from me to you, yeah, have a great con, everybody.